and of course, it's Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. As always, we are located in the little smiling coast of Africa, that is the Gambia, and most importantly, we are lucky also to be residing at the West Coast region side of Gambia, which is Farato, in our studios. And of course, it's another edition of your exclusive interview. This is the program where we look at people, prominent people in the society, what they do to inspire the new generation, being musicians, politicians, religious people. It depends, all walks of life. And of course, today, for the very first time on this platform, I'm so very happy to welcome and to bring you the guest that everybody everybody, wherever you are in these four corners of the world, that is the globe. Of course, my guest today is no other than SANNA Singhate, aka ST, is my guest on this wonderful program called Exclusive Interview. My name is Bakary Manneh, fondly called Big Sam. ST.
Yes, Big Sam.
Mbarasteji.
Lanna, Mbarasteji.
ST, Bismillah, welcome to the show.
Yes, Atlantic TV, Al Nimbara, viewers will listeners will be content night tuning, you content on La Gambian will be, Bafola Mobe, ko Nimbara, Allah Bolang, ST Gambian, Dimbrikama Boyo, be Ninakiwa, Kendo Bijang, Balto Lejang.
So, Balto Lejang, of course, Konga Falanyaming, there it goes, will give you some prominent people. But like I said, also, ST will be coming on this medium time and time again. Of course, we have programmed that he is fit to come. Definitely. But this time we want to inspire the new generation. Kakoli tandal anim fana katu dama kala fi kukela bari ni moja ayake o abakang okete motivate so nyum programo anata wala. Bari moving on ST, it's a demanding long. Dama wafola ST don't for iman SANNA Singhate long and all that. But can we tell people, my audience for that matter, on this platform, who is ST, born, who, where, etc.?
ST is a Gambian artist, Letty. Okay. A Gambian artist that started from nothing to something, all through music. Artists who make a platform or used to promote culture, okay, unity and togetherness. Artists who make songs will use to talk about social issues, na society konodal, Yeah.
So that is it. Awuluta mentole aning the name Kares?
Well, Brikama Boyolo. Ngadan di order Brikama Boyolo.
Brikama Boyolo. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Okay. It's a demanding for you a little bit on the music, let's say education background. Demanding.
Nga primary school ke Bakote primary kele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I was very young, maybe grade 1 and 2.
Okay.
Nga jamisa primary kele.
Okay, in Brikam.
Okay. Grade 3 for grade 6.
Okay.
And then nga na junior school ke Alpha Kanne.
Okay.
Brikam upper basic nga na senior school ke Newsratle. Yeah.
That's Nusrat.
Yeah.
So high school bowler, huh?
Yeah.
Nusrat, one of the more prominent people. I remember in the time Biden, I was going to Crab Island in the Gambia High. Because I was in Bunum Biden from back out of, so that's where we play basket, football, table tennis, everything. It was a very good school.
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations on that. Once
Thank
again,
you.
it's
Thank
exclusive interview with ST Akanya di Ntolkana.
Cooliki.
So there you go. Moving on, ST. Mune inspire into music, or is there a permanent people or a knowledge me along anyway let me do it, or it's an inspiration? Tell us a little bit about how do you come to do music?
I was always in love with music, and that was since I was very little.
Okay.
Yes, I would say I was inspired by a lot of Gambian artists. Because when I was young, primary school, I used to memorize other artists' songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Penchami.
Yeah, Flex and all.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, the Flying Lions.
Exactly, yes. I used to memorize their songs off head.
Okay.
Rebellion, the Ricola. Okay. Them Freaky Joes.
Okay.
Before all the born Africans, the artists we had before,
exactly.
I love music, I would listen to their songs, but it was easy for me to memorize their songs.
Okay.
Yeah. So Usually there was a time, Fridays, it used to be more like a PE session where, you know, people would just exercise whatever talent they have in class. I used to take that time to sing artist songs, and it was amazing. People loved it, you know, and, you know, I think that's how the whole artist thing came about for me.
For you?
Yeah.
And then
I started out very young. You know, at some point, you know, I wanted to write my own songs. I'm so good at these people. Let me see what I can do myself, you know. So I started, you know, working on my own thing, you know, and that's
like
it.
That.
I'm here now. Yeah.
Not here, no. But people always said when you started, you were kind of a hip-hop rapper. Some even said you were called Lil Wayne. Some people like
No, I was never called Lil Wayne, but yes, I started out with hip hop because for me it was more like fun. It was never something, you know. I was a brilliant student in school. I would pass my exams. Fourth, second.
Oh yeah?
Definitely.
Awesome. That's great.
You just said you know Nusrat. You don't just make it in Nusrat just like that.
In those days, never.
I was in the morning shift, yes, definitely. You know, so, you know, I was academically, I was very good, but, you know, like I was doing music for fun. So I would just go to the studio, I would just rap whatever is on my mind. At first, it didn't even have to make sense. It was just me satisfying myself and, you know, just the few friends that I roll with. And then it became a thing. See, when the first time I sent my music to my brother, he was abroad. He was like, yo, when I heard you as an artist, I thought it was just the, you know, the blah blah artist, but you are actually good at this.
Oh,
you know,
really?
so I got a lot of motivation from outside.
And that was the first time you sent for him to listen?
Yeah.
And then it was awesome.
The first lyrics that I ever wrote myself.
Yeah.
This is 2007, you working with the best. I confess my hood is stressed. Niggas acting so hard, but I make them withdraw.
Oh,
it sounded nice.
Yeah.
It really sounded. And that was the first song I ever wrote.
And that was a hip hop flow.
Yeah, it was a hip hop flow. It was the first song I wrote. It was really nice. You know, so people started motivating me like, yo, when is your next song coming out? Yo, did you record another one? You know, so yeah, exactly. So
like
that kind of pushed me into it, you know. Yeah, and then, you know, at some point I decided to take it for a career, and then I knew I'll have to change a lot of things. You know, because people would relate more to the local languages.
That you relate to.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if I want to take it for a career, I want to change that. I want to change a lot of things. I want to change what I say to the people. I'm courteous about the information that I pass to the young ones and, you know, to my whole community and country at large. So I had to change a lot of things. That's what brought about the local language.
The local language, yeah, that is from transition to the,
exactly.
And I think they said the best communication tool is if you can communicate in people's language. It's more.
I mean, if you do English, some will get it. People probably, most likely people that have been to school. Yeah, but it is rap. Not even everybody that has gone to school would still understand. But once you flip it into the local language, now it's a different thing. Ni mo manding ko tinga dingi loke mandinga kangola mamera mandinga bije mi yafa ama nyimmoy because I always susu ni musruwati dingi loke suruwa kangola mamera suruwa bije mi yalon ko they don't need explanation. It's there already because that's their mother's tongue.
So it's easy.
Yeah, so it was easy, you know, and you know I wanted to pass some positive messages as well, you know. So for that to happen, you know, for people to actually digest what you say, it has to be in their own local language.
So that is ST for you. Let's talk about this. You talked about your first lyrics that you write. What was your first album? And since date, can you remember the albums coming up?
Yeah, the first album. Yeah, the first song was in English.
Was in English.
Well, the first album was called Distinction.
Distinction.
Yeah, because Yala Nembe, you know, I'm not really sure. From a school band recently, but from the school still, I cannot really, remember exactly. But distinction along and Yalong in school, distinction is like the best.
That's the best.
Yeah,
it's the highest grade.
Yeah. So for me, that's more like,
you know.
Yeah, it's my album release, the track list, Ibimu distinction, all that's yeah, exactly, yeah. So I came out with flying colors from the album.
On the album, and what was the most you think the most best track on that? Not best, but the most
distinction.
People enjoying. Yeah.
I think I did a song with Nene Suso.
Nene Jali.
No, Nene Suso.
Okay, Nene, huh?
Yeah, Nene Suso.
Okay.
Gambia dingoli, anga wuli baralela, Gambia unkolu muna, anga wuli baralela, nimbarale kamode mabi, anga wuli baralela, something like that.
Yeah,
He did a very nice chorus
bara,
for me.
Bara means walk, right?
Yeah, bara, exactly.
Okay,
yeah, but he did amazing on the song, and I was like, I hustle hard like a Gambian son. On my grind all the time like a Gambian son, never stop, never pause, always on the run, trying to make a brighter future for my unborn son. Yo, something like that. Oh. I cannot remember the whole song now. It's been a long time.
But from there to now, how many
that was
albums?
like my favorite song on the album.
On that album. So from there, it go the distinction push you now. How many albums along the way? Those that you can remember.
Eight albums. I have 8 albums. Since I started dropping albums, I do albums every other year. Yeah. So it became a trend. Everybody started doing albums too, and that really pushed Gambian music. That was a good thing also. Yeah.
I think that was.
Yeah. But I dropped 8 albums. Yeah. 8 albums.
Yes, 8 albums. Can you name them?
Distinction. Saluto. Gambiana. Sosolaso, Asitale,
we're still going?
Yeah, we're still going.
Naladua is there, then we have
Naladua.
We have 2 more.
Naladua, we have...
Where did Alindomo come from? No, that's not the album. Still take it over.
Yeah, because malo nga jumale to kuma, ning nga jumale for order. but I can tell you, in 10 years, na album 8 drop. So it be kono only 2 years da malo mang album or drop.
Okay, and what was the problem? Or you were on a project?
Well, what to do cool late, what to do some personal, exactly, and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly,
You start going on the Grey Show that was there those days, and that is the open mic fest. And then all the years that you were coming, you killed the show. But then immediately after that, ST was the first artist to say, I am going to the stadium. How does that come about, from the open mic to your own show?
Well, Gambian, the open mic was amazing. Yeah. It really gave buzz to Gambian music in general, But also, we had to take it to the next level too for artists, because the open mic is a collection of artists.
Artists, yes.
Exactly, So it's been going on for like 10 years, Shout out to the open mic, shout out to them. They really contributed, honestly, Yeah, but artists need to take it to the next level also.
Okay.
Say the open mic could take you to the stadium, and they could fill there up. Now that is a collection of artists. And artists can also do that. This is we have to be able to change the game from one level to the other, like the Tarano level killing all the time. Like nga level tarajane, nga ba tarajane, so we should stay there all the time. It's on us to, think about positive ways and strategies on how we could elevate and, uplift, Gambian music in general, Yeah, so for me personally, I've always wanted to do something big.
Yes, yeah.
I've had dreams, I had dreams of doing big things, musically,
Exactly.
And I had good feedback from my people. I know people believe in me, they support me, like they support me big time. I'm like, this is what we need to do now. Lester, we know we have supporters everywhere. Because at an early stage, I was going, doing nationwide tours. Yeah, I was going to Farafenya, I was going to Soma, I was going to different places.
And that was too early.
And it was popping every time we go out. I had hit songs. Alindomo, for example, it was even, it went all the way to Casamas and, all that, and people love that song.
Exactly.
Musukoyo Sasa Boro, it was like everywhere also. Yeah, exactly. So, I just needed to take the whole thing to the next level, knowing that people really support me. I had to believe in myself to say, okay, let's do this and just let's be a game changer. That's so that's when we went to the stadium. It was big. Some people tell me, yo, this place is big. Yeah, what about battle, but in yala ne fomo sakerek, fomo se hanyala rek, Yeah, and thank God, we went there. It was successful, bro. When I came on stage, it was unbelievable.
You cannot believe.
Because downstairs and upstairs, all you see is lights, bro.
Everywhere.
It was like, did I really do this? I cannot believe. Crowd for backstage. For backstage. Do you know the next year we came, we had to push the stage backwards
to make
because of the it was so unbelievable, how people supported Gambian music, and thanks to that also now, after that a lot of other Gambian artists also went to the stadium and people came out to support. So it's elevating Gambian music
from that stage.
Yes.
But with all that, what is your biggest concert? Because we know that at every award, wherever it comes from, the biggest concert comes from ST. But you as a person, what do you think was your biggest concert or biggest attendance?
Honestly, if I say one, I'll be misleading you because I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But I will give that to Saluto. Okay, I forgot to mention Saluto on the album.
Saluto. Saluto. Now we have 7. We have one.
So on this
greatest concert.
Yes, I think Gambiana is exceptional.
Yeah. That was
Gambiana was exceptional. It was really, really dope. Gambiana was something else. Yes.
The promotion around it was so epic.
Yes. And Saluto was also it was amazing. Saluto was really amazing. Yes, I could still remember those pictures in my head. But with Gambiana, people love the song. It represented culture. Before the album, everywhere. Because everybody was just buying everything. It was just
cannot sell itself before the show.
Exactly.
With whatever it is.
Gambia took ownership of the song and the concert itself, and honestly, it was amazing. It was spectacular.
I remember that you're listening and watching Atlantic TV, and this is called Exclusive Interview with me, myself, Bakary Manneh, Big Sam, and no other than SANNA SINGHATEH ST right here. What are your annual projects? Moving on, some of them, because I know there are projects that you do annually, for example, the Salibo special, the album launching, etc. What are some of the annual projects that you have?
Well, annual project call, come now for usually every year nka album mo launch le.
Okay, one.
Yes, nka special Salibo kele puru Sunkar Salo.
Okay.
Nka extreme Salibo kele after Banna Salo.
Okay.
Yes. And these have been going on for over 8 years.
Okay.
So for like last Sunkaro Damalo Molia skip.
Okay.
Yeah, mang special Salibo ke, but extreme Salibo ke kan in Saturday actually. Fireworks ke.
That's what I'm coming to.
Fireworks because Niajibe no before everyone in the West Coast region kata like Funi wal ma fa kata fo Jara Soma wal ma fa wala everybody minyanta ka New Year's enjoy, you have to come all the way to Senegal.
To Senegal, that's right.
The place is usually jam-packed, bro. From the turntable, it's even hard
for you to drive,
exactly.
especially if you're driving.
Yeah, exactly. If you're driving, probably get stuck in the middle of traffic and stuff like that. So we decided, to come up with the New Year's Eve fireworks, in Birikama.
Okay.
Calling it the West Coast region New Year's Eve fireworks.
Fireworks, okay.
So like at the same time we're reducing congestion at Senegambia, and we're giving chance to a lot of other kids that could not travel to go to Senegambia and watch the fireworks. We bring in the fireworks to them, and it's been going on for more than 6 years also.
Yeah. So these are some of the
it's really amazing.
It's really amazing.
Every other year I run a foundation.
Okay.
We give back to the community. Saying kamol mako mini yalan ko maybe school fees yalan ne diningol mini school fees examul school fees problem also kata for college and stuff like that. Say we give back to the needy sunkarol ko nan ka fengol district dudle and stuff like that. Kamol mako le dal in different ways dal as nga tola ST Foundation for Community Development, because we didn't want to specify on just one thing. We want to be able to be flexible. Like if the need arises to help people with this particular thing, we can focus on that, and when this thing comes, we can focus on that. So as long as it's community development, we can step
and this
in.
is where the tree planting 1 million trees
exactly.
is
That's how the planting 1 million trees in 5 years came through. So that is something that we do annually too. We plant trees every other year. Different regions, different places in different regions, working with other youth institutions and other organizations that are related to tree planting, global warming, or environment at large. Just to also contribute to our environment, to our nation, because having a platform is one thing. Nimo Artisoti, you have a platform is good, but it doesn't mean you only have to use that platform only for artists or only to sing or rap and stuff like that. So we also try to do a lot of work and give back to our community.
That is thinking outside the box also.
Definitely.
And one thing you mentioned, that is the extreme salibo, which become a trend right now. And here we are having another big one coming up this Saturday on the 28th. Well, today is Thursday. We have Friday and Saturday. Give us more, because I want us to talk to people more about that, especially because this is going to be just days before you flew out or you fly out to Germany for the summer fair. But extreme salibo Saturday at Brikama. What is the organization expect?
Well, I think it's gonna be our biggest extreme salibo.
Okay.
Yes, we have Champion Sound. He is bringing his mega sound.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Champion.
Shout out Champion.
Yes. And we have a long list of artists also.
Okay.
Gambia's finest artists. We have people like Hussein Dada on the list. Who is a renowned name. We have Jizzle on the list. We have Miss Jobis. We have our Gambia. We have Samiti and Musa Fili Jobate. I'm traveling with them to the Summer Jam.
Okay.
We have Rudy G, LJ and Swiss, King Saul. A lot of them. Yeah. Na listo tatale for over 16 people. Sorry if anybody to mention but not easy. We have a long list of Gambian artists. Mini yalang kay listo bala. Yung listo yakata nyawa nya muka mo beto sa feno je. Yala ne bari dul fanang minumantra listo to stili minale, We have Stargal on the list. We have Fula Manding, Fula Gangster on the list. Yes. We have Fula Gangster on the list as well. It's just gonna be amazing. I know for a fact.
So what do you want to tell the people and fans about the Extreme Salibo Saturday?
Momo ni nata je bela starter rajil.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because ini Jizul Mankela stati, Hussein Nela stati, ni Hussein Mankela stati, ST Lela stati, ni ST Mankela stati, Fula Gangster Lela stati, ni Fula Gangster Lela stati, Miss Jobis lo, wara Stagal lo, wara our Gambia lo, wara not easy lo, wara
so
Musafili long. So there's a lot of options, when it comes to artists. So there's no way you're not gonna enjoy that. So it is gonna be mega and amazing.
Wow, so don't try. It's on Saturday 20th, this Saturday, come and become a box bar. Sibitulunga.
Box bar on
box bar called Surukutu.
Huh? Yes, and we have a list of DJs as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, DJ.
Who's going to be MC? You know, I got this one MC. I really love the guy from. I watch him one MC in a 27.
MC 99.
That's smart. I really love that.
He's called the Energy Bank.
No, hey, shout out my youth. I love what you're doing. Keep doing it, man. That's Big Sam is your fan here, right? The energy in that kid.
MC 99 is so energetic.
Yeah.
The way he comes to the show is how he lives. I mean, there is never a dull moment.
That's never a dull moment.
Yes. And we have our official DJs, DJ Stone Killer and DJ Bullet. Yes, you know, we have guest DJs also, Bekusa,
Bekusas and all that stuff.
You know,
everything is inclusive.
Everyone is inclusive.
So we're going to intensify,
It's one Gambia, one nation, one people, one tribe. You know, Mobe, you know, Kalera Kilinkona, you know, yeah, man.
And Musibito.
Yes, a basic.
Don't ever miss out. Exclusive interview. I'm Big Summit. A couple of days after the show, you're traveling to Summer Jam. That's been a talk about a couple of months ago, you know, ST is going. And then at the last minute, it was a surprise. They say, hey, it's not ST alone that is going. ST, in fact, is going with two uprising artists. I mean, this what's the name again? Musa Fili Jobate and Sami T. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, you know, if I'm more artists already, many along fire over Pickle, you know, they are coming out strong. People have love for them, you know, and they are versatile, you know, it be la style or different, you know.
Okay.
On top of that, you know, these artists, they are very good instrumentalists.
Wow.
Instrumental.
And for Musa, I think
like wow.
Really?
Yeah, they are amazing with it, you know. They are amazing, you know. So it's just gonna be something new. Gambia being on a platform in like the Summer Jam in a different way because band performance long. You know, we'll be traveling with 7 people. You know, yeah, exactly. Nin DJ Flow, Stone Killer, Nin Bullet will be Fanam Bitale as well.
Oh, wow.
You know, so there's a lot of spice to this. You know, it's not just about ST. You know, like it's about Gambian music in general.
And
you know,
and the whole team.
Yeah, exactly. Taking it to the next level. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we don't have much time left, but this is the point that I usually will talk to my guests to tell the people out there to inspire them for another generation, which is, what is your most important? Is it a message musically or advice or anything that you think you can share with our audience, especially the youth folk? What will that be?
Well, you know, unity is strength. Yala ne nganyo muta nganyo support, you know, and rise by uplifting others as well. You know, Gambian musical is at a level me alonko mamputa je follow. Come Senegal bije nyamin, Nigeria will bije nyamin, kata other countries yalan.
Yeah.
But mulnin sembo miminakang is very powerful, and unity bagena suni and dilale purunga move to the next level. You know, we are all brothers and sisters, you know. So ni doe jamuta doe janin jamuta abe easily le purun kata down easily, exactly. You know, so you know, body let's support each other, and let's support Gambia as well, you know. Yeah,
quite a very good word on this so-called exclusive interview. And of course, I think it's been a very, very wonderful one with ST. It's energy all the time. ST, but before your final word, we want to give us a couple of any of your songs. But I think